दाना जय ब्रज जन रंजना जय यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद। बोलिए हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। So today's topic is satisfying Krishna means satisfying to everyone. So Srimad Bhagavatam 4:31-14, Canto 4, Chapter 31, verse number 14. यथा तरुर्मूल निसेचनेन तृप्यन्ति तत्स्कन्धभोजोपशाखा प्राणोपहारस्य यथेन्द्रियाणां तथैव सर्वार्हणम् अच्युत्येत। यथा तरुर्मूलनिसेचनेन, only one person can recite. यथा तरुर्मूलनिसेचनेन
यथा तरोर्मुला निषेचनेन
तृप्यन्ति तत् स्कन्धभुजोपशाखाः
तृप्यन्ति तत्स्कन्धभुजोपशाखाः
प्राणोपहारस्य यथेन्द्रियाणां
प्राणोपहारस्य यशेन्द्रियाणां
तथैव सर्वार्हणम् अच्युत तेजा।
तथैव सर्वार्हणम् अच्युतेज।
यथा तरुर्मूलनिसेचनेन
यथा तरोर्मूलनिसेचनेन
तृप्यन्ति तत्स्कन्धभुजोपशाखा
तृप्यन्ति तत्स्कन्धभुजोपशाखाः
प्राणोपहारस्य यथेन्द्रियाणां
प्राणोपहारश्च यतीन्द्रियाणां
तथैव सर्वार्हणम् अच्युतेज्य।
तथैव सर्वार्हणम् अच्युतेज्य।
Word by word translation. Yatha, as.
Yatha, as.
Taru of a tree.
Taru of a tree.
Moola, the root.
Mula, the root.
Nisechanena, by watering.
Nishechanena, by watering.
Tripyanti, are satisfied.
Tripyanti, are satisfied.
Tat, its.
That its.
Skand,
Kand, trunk.
trunk. Bhuja, branches.
Bhuja, branches.
Upasakha, the twigs.
Upashakha, and twigs.
Prana, the life air.
Prana, the life air.
Upaharat, by feeding.
Upaharat, by feeding.
Cha, and.
Cha, and.
Yatha, as.
Yatha, as.
Indriyanam, of the senses.
Indriyanam, of the senses.
Tatha eva, similarly.
Tatha eva, similarly.
Sarva, of all demigods.
Serve of all demigods.
Arhanam, worship.
Arhanam, worship.
Achyuta, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Achyuta, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Ijya, worship.
Ijya, worship.
Translation: as pouring water on the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs, and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body. Similarly, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods who are part of the Supreme Personality. One more time. As pouring water on the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs, and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body. Simply worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods who are parts of the Supreme Personality. Purport given by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Sometimes people ask why this Krishna consciousness movement simply advocates worship of Krishna to the exclusion of the demigods. The answer is given in this verse. The example of pouring water on the root of a tree is very appropriate. In Bhagavad Gita 15.1, it is said, Urdhvamulam Adha Sakham. This cosmic manifestation has expanded downwards, and the root is the Supreme Personality of God. As the Lord confirms in Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, I am the source of all spiritual and material world. Krishna is the root of everything. Therefore, rendering service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna Seva, means automatically serving all the demigods. Sometimes it is argued that karma and jnana requires a mixture of bhakti in order to be successfully executed. And sometimes it is argued that bhakti also requires karma and jnana for its successful termination. The fact is, however, that although karma and jnana cannot be successful without bhakti, bhakti does not require the help of karma and jnana. Actually, as described by Srila Rupa Goswami, Anyabhilasita sunyam Jnana karmadi anavritam. Pure devotional service should not be contaminated by the touch of karma and jnana. Karma means sakama karma and jnana means mental speculations, not related to the bhakti jnana, knowing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Modern society is involved in various types of philanthropic works, humanitarian works, and so on. But people do not know that these activities will never be successful unless Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is brought into the center. One may ask what harm there is in worshipping Krishna and the different parts of his body, the demigods. And the answer is also given in this verse. The point is that by supplying food to the stomach, the indriyas, the senses, are automatically satisfied. If one tries to feed his eyes of tears automatically, independently, the result is only havoc. Simply by supplying food to the stomach, we satisfy all of the senses. It is neither necessary nor feasible to render separate service to the individual senses. The conclusion is that by serving Krishna, Krishna Seva, everything is complete. As confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 22.62, Krishna Bhakti Kale Sarva Karma Krita Hai. If one is engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything is automatically accomplished. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Srilarumpa Swaminiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm begging all of you, please give your blessing so that I can speak few words in the glorification of the Lord. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवभ्यो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. So before going to all this discussion, it is important to know that who am I? Because first child is born, then what he feels everything for the eating, whatever he will feel, and then up to maybe 6 months or a year or two, then whatever he will get it, everything will go to the mouth. So from that means it is like an animal kind of life. Everything is food. So then after that they will feel, oh no, there is a body, but different body is also there. And then there is a soul inside the body. And then after that there is a super soul. And then question will come up that what is the relationship with the super soul? And then when these questions come up, then from there spiritual life starts. So there is a yoga ladder. It is called like an animal life. Even though we are two-legged humans, but we are living like everything is eating. Then it means people are living like an animal life. But there is some regulations. They will do some regulate their life for particular days or particular period of the times. They will stop doing nonsense activities, especially means majority of the sense gratifications. And then they will follow the karma kanda rituals. So something do it, something don't do it. And then by that they will get something, and then they will enjoy it, and then it comes like a goes and goes and goes. Then from there, if someone is getting better, then they will think, oh, this is like a repeated, there is no enjoyment and no satisfaction. And then after that they will move to the niskama karma, and then after that from niskama karma one can jump to the direct to the bhakti, or maybe going to the yoga ladders, jnana yoga, and then dhyana yoga, and then finally bhakti. So Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita 10.8, he describes that I am the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhu. So he is the source of everything, and either spiritual and material both. And then those who knows this fact, they worship to the Lord Krishna with full devotion and faith also, and their hearts will be into the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Srila Prabhupada has given long purport there. He has given explanations from the different Upanishads, Purana, that demigods, and he is the source of everything. And then he is describing that Narayana, from Narayana, Brahma is born, from Narayana, Shiva is born, from Narayana, Prajapatis are born. And then, so those who knows that Narayana is the source of everything. And then also some intelligent people will think also, why if the problem is coming to the demigods, where they will go? They will go to the Lord Brahma, and then finally Lord Brahma, he will go to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then Narayana will reveal, means Vishnu, he will reveal to him that this problem can be solved like that, or this kind of, and then after that he will tell to the demigods. So by knowing, it means they are not fully independent. People can think and they can take the shelter, but sometimes people are so much grossly involved in the sense gratifications that they feel that this is the best thing and nothing else is there. And also in Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 verse number 15 and 16, Lord Krishna, he says that 4 kind of people, means miscreants, they don't surrender to him. And then also he's saying that 4 kind of pious people, they do surrender to him. So one is Artharti, and then third one is Jigyasu, and 4th one is Jnani. So Arth means they will come to the Lord, and then if they have any problem, they will go there. And then after that, they will stop, and then problem is solved. Okay, Haribol. And then after that, again, problem will come up. But they are intelligent because they do take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even though in the case of difficulty. And then Krishna, he describes that among those 4, Jnanis are the topmost, and they are, after many birth and death, they come to the conclusion that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Lord Krishna, he describes in Bhagavad Gita also in 3rd chapter that for the when material world is created, that time demigods were created and humans are created, living beings, and then he also bring the yajna, and then have the peace and form harmony by performing the yajna. So demigods, they are the in charge. They are also living beings, but they have done so much pious activities. They got that post, and they are not they are not independent from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are fully dependent. And like a king, he has given different ministers and different ministries are there. So he has given to have this universe rule very nicely and run properly. So he has given different posts to different demigods so they can supply. So, and because they do supply our daily needs like years, sun, moons, and vegetables and all those things is coming from them. But ultimately source is the Krishna, because through him it is coming, not independently like a ministry has given, and then that through the ministry it is coming. But finally, who is the source of the ministries? Because here, king is the source of the ministry. So, but those who hasn't taken the shelter of Mukunda means liberation giver, means the person who gives the liberation. Liberation means get free from the birth, death, old age, and disease. And that is called mukti. And mukti, only Lord Mukunda can give, no one else. When you will see in the Shastra that they went to the Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma for doing the very severe austerity, but they want to become the immortal. Then Lord Brahma, he told to Hiranyakashipu, I am not immortal, then how I can give to you? But you can ask something else. So it means that they are mortal and their benefits are also temporary. It will vanquish even they and their planets. Those who are worshipped to demigods, they goes to there and they enjoy it, and then after that they come back, because their planet is also temporary, and they get destroyed, and then it means their result will be also the destroyed. It is not permanent. And Lord Krishna, he says, those who are intelligent, they come to me. So there is to maintain the peace and harmony. So we are obliged to our forefathers, obliged to the gurus, obliged to the demigods. But those who has taken the shelter of Lord Krishna, Mukunda, for them they are not obliged to be, because they are also part and parcel of the Lord Krishna. And by serving to the Krishna, automatically they are getting satisfactions, because we don't have to serve to them independently. But those who hasn't taken the shelter, for them it is must to oblige for them and perform the rituals. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been described that Krishna Shraddha Sabde Vishwas Kahe Sudridha Nischay Krishna Bhakti Kale Sarva Karma Krit Hoy. So it means those who are fully with faith serving to the Krishna, and for them there is no other obligation. Just by faithfully, like a chaste wife serve to her husband, the same way with full faith someone is serving to the Krishna, then everything is done. Even those people, they are not performing any kind of Agnihotra, Yagya or other thing, but they are doing better than that, not better than, everything is included in that by serving to the Krishna. And same thing, it comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, chapter 5, verse number 41. देवर्षि भूताप्तनीनां पितॄणां न किङ्करो नायमृणी च राजन् सर्वात्मना यः शरणं शरण्यं गतो मुकुन्दं परिहृतकर्तं. Parihirtakartam means giving up duties. So translation is very enlightening. And Narad Muni, he is giving discourses to Vasudev. And that time he is describing that, O king, one who has given up all material duties and has taken full shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda, who offers shelter to all, is not indebted to the demigods, great sages, ordinary living beings, relatives, friends, mankind, or even one's forefather who has passed away. Since all such classes of living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, one who has surrendered to the Lord's service has no need to serve such persons separately. Because if someone may ask that, they are also part of and parcel of the Lord and Virat Rupa, it shows that they are part of the Virat Rupa. But serving to the Krishna, automatically they will get satisfaction, because serving to the master, it means other servant will be also happy, those who are faithful servants, because they will see that how they are there in this material world. Definitely there is enviousness, but I'm talking about the out of enviousness, those who are faithfully really trying to serve with love, then they will feel really happy, and they will develop relationship with them, and they will try to help them. The same way, demigods also, they will feel happy, and they will be really give their blessings also, because they are the person who is serving to the masters. When Lord Indra, he wanted to kill the son, means that time Prahlad Maharaj, he was in the womb of his mother, and they took the mother Kayadu, and they wanted to, after delivering the child, then they will kill the child, because from the demon another demon will be born. But when Narad Muni came, and that time he told, no, he is going to be a great devotee of the Lord. Immediately they circumambulated to the mother Kayadu, and they left. And then Narad Muni took Kayadu, and then see how they have the respect for the devotee of the Lord. So some people may think, oh, this has been given, then because of that, this problem came or that problem came. No, there will not be any kind of problem from them. They will be really happy, and also they will give their blessings too. And because we are serving to the senses of the Lord, our senses, we have different presiding deities, different senses have different presiding deities, and that has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam also, that ultimate benefactor is the Lord Krishna. It is coming from through the Sankarsan. All those protection is, even though presiding deities are the demigods, but Lord Sankarsan is the source of that. So, and our great Acharya, Madhvacharya, he has also described about giving up his bodily duty. And he is saying, Sandhya Vadanam Bhadram Astu Bhavato Bhoha Snan Tubhyam Namo Bho Devaha Pitras Cha Tarpana Vidhau Namaha Chamaha Chamyam Ma Tam Chamyatam Yatha Kwapi Nisdya Yadav Kulotamasya Kamsa Dvisa Samam Smaram Agham Harami Tad Alam Manye Kim Anen Nami. O evening prayers, all good unto you. O my morning bath, I bid you goodbye. O demigods and forefathers, please excuse me. I am unable to perform any more offering for your pleasure. Now I have decided to free myself from all reactions of sins simply by remembering anywhere and everywhere the great descendant of Yadu and the great enemy of Kansa, Lord Krishna. I think that is sufficient for me, so that is the use of further so what is the use of further endeavors? So this is the topmost benefactor, but those who hasn't taken the shelter of fully shelter of the Mukunda, then for them they are obliged and they have to follow the duties. But those who has taken the shelter, for them it is not necessary. It is confirmed by Madhvacharya also, Sastras also, Narad Muni, he's saying the same things too. And how it is possible? Just by the mercy of the Guru and Krishna. Krishna, he says, if you want to know me, come to the Guru. I'm talking about the bona fide spiritual master, bona fide gurus. So, and those who has seen the truth, and they will impart the knowledge unto you. So Krishna gives Guru and Guru gives Krishna. They are like a railway track. They are like a railway track. Without that rail cannot move on one track. It requires both tracks. So one line, it won't work. So the same way, Krishna already he mentioned that we have to surrender to the Guru, and then through Guru we can get him. So, and Guru is treated as good as God. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he has written Guru Ashtakam, where he is describing the quality of the Guru. And as we, at the beginning of the class, we discussed the sixth Ashtakam. From that first number is that by chanting the holy name of the Lord, and that material things will be extinguished. That blazing fire of the material things, that will be extinguished by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So it's how it works, like someone is coming in contact with the saintly person, but before coming to the contact of the saintly person, he has to have the little faith, adav shraddha, little faith. And then when he will come in contact with the saintly person, then that is the sadhu sangha. And then he starts the bhajan kriya. And by bhajan kriya, anarth nivritti starts. So whatever unwanted desires are there, then it goes out, and then after that it comes to the nishtha, and then ruchi, asakti, bhava, and prema. Those stages are there. So just by the mercy of the spiritual master, so sansara dava nalalidha loka, tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam, praptasya kalyana gunanavasya, vande guru sri charanaravindam. So spiritual master, he is receiving the benedictions from the ocean of mercy. And just as a cloud pours the water on a forest fire to extinguish it, so the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is an ocean of auspicious quality. That is very important. And how auspiciousness will come? Because they have the Krishna. Their thoughts, body, mind, word, everything is related to the Krishna only. And Krishna is the all auspicious. In Nectar of Devotion, one characteristic has been mentioned, that it is Subhada, all auspicious. So Guru, because of the Krishna and connecting to the Krishna, everything becomes auspicious. There is no inauspicious. In chanting the purification mantra, that is Om Apavitra Pavitro Va Sarvavasthangato Vyasmarit Pundari Kacham Savayabhyantara Suchi. Either impure or pure. That place is impure or impure. That person who is just remembering the Krishna, that person will become the all auspicious. Means fully purified. And then that Guru Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditra Madhyena Manasho Rashena Romancha Kampasu Taranga Bhaju Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. Just by chanting the holy name, dancing in ecstasy, singing and playing musical instrument, the spiritual master is always gladdened by the Sankirtan moment of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is releases, and then by that his hair stands, and then tears flows in his eyes, and I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. So this is wonderful explanation given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And then he is engaging in the worship of the deities, Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, Sri Vigraha Radhana Nityanatha, Sringara Tana Mandira Marjana, though Yuktasya Bhaktasya Cha Nikunja, Niyunjato Api Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. And then after that, Chaturvidha, even deity worship, and then after that, offering. Chaturvidha Sri Bhagavata Prasada Swadanya Triptana Hari Bhakta Sandhan Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajatah Sadaiva Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. So spiritual master, he offers always offering Krishna 4 kind of different foods, that chewable, lickable, and that can be drunk and sucked. These 4 kind of food. When a spiritual master sees that devotees are satisfied by eating the Bhagavad Prasada, he is satisfied. And I offer my respectful obeisance unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. How he gets satisfaction? Just by seeing others, how that person is enjoying the food. I was hearing one time Radha Govind Maharaj's lecture, and that time he was describing that eating is the nature of the jiva, and feeding is the nature of the Krishna. So how Krishna get happiness? So that kind of ananda will be there. And then Sri Radhika Madhav Madhurya Leela Gunarupa Namnan Pratitshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Sri Charnarabindam. The spiritual master is always eager to hear and chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radha and Madhav and their qualities, name and form. The spiritual master aspires to relish these at every moment. And then Nikunja Yuno Rati Keli Siddhya Ya Yali Bhire Yuktir Apechaniya Tatradida Chad Ati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Sri Charnarabindam. So spiritual master very dear because he is expert in assisting the gopis who are different times makes a different tasteful arrangement, Astakaliya Leela. So you will see that how Jiva Mataji she gets happy if someone is bringing the are doing some service to the temple deity worship, are doing at home. She gets really happy. You will see that look, you must have realized that when you will talk to her or seeing describing the qualities of that person who he did this kind of work, and then it was looking so amazing that her eyes is open. So that is the quality of the devotees. And the same way, spiritual master, he is also becomes really happy. And then try to have different pastimes, plays in different ways. Means engaging. Srila Prabhupada, he used to engage in a drama and this kind of and that places, and different places, different activities. Krishna is Rasharaj, and then he needs variety, and then the spiritual master engages into the varieties also. Sacha Dharitvena Samasta Sastrai Uktas Tatha Bhavyata Eva Sadbhi Kintu Prabhurya Yaha Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charnarabindam. The spiritual master is to be honored as a Supreme Lord because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. But there is also, he is representative, but he is as good as Lord, and we have to honor, but he's not the Lord. That also we have to know that. And how he does, like a postman, he brings the letter without mixing up. The same way spiritual master, he brings the message of the Krishna from the descending knowledge he passes to us the same way, like a postman he does. Yasya prashadat bhagavat prasado yasya prasadan nagati kutopi dhyayantu vantasya yasastri sanyam vande guru sri charnarabindam. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna. Krishna gives Guru and Guru gives Krishna. I'm talking here again that bona fide spiritual master. Without the grace of a spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Munkam karoti vachalam pangum langate kirim yatukipatam ham vande guru sri. So even laymen can cross the mountain also by the mercy of the spiritual master. Therefore, I should always remember the and praise the spiritual master. So he is involved into the preaching, engaging, and then training, all those things. And Srila Prabhupada, if you look the 7 purpose of the ISKCON, it has been described in Prabhupada Lilamrita, chapter 18, when he was forming the ISKCON movement. And then after that, it has been described that at that time he was planning to have the ISKCON movement. So 7 purpose, I think 4 are related to fully related to the preaching, because how to have the full understanding of the Krishna's spiritual master is the ocean of the mercy. He tries to see that how living entities are suffering here, and then how to release from them, from the clutch of the Maya. And that's what Srila Prabhupada, he did it. And then I'm going to read 3-4, the 7 purpose of the ISKCON. To systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to the society at large, and to educate all people in the technique of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of value in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. You will see that Russian, American, Indian, African, everyone is jumping like a Jai Sachinanda. So that is the real peace and unity. You will not see in UN. UN, you will see the discrimination. One country is attacking to another country, they will not do anything. Even one particular community, they will kill the mass killing, but they will not do anything. But real peace and harmony, it will come through the devotee of the Lord. And then Srila Prabhupada, they try to bring that spiritual knowledge. What is the spiritual knowledge? We are the servant of the Lord. Jivera Swarupa Hue Krishnera Nityadas. Eternally, we are the servant of the Lord, and we have to connect to the Supreme. And then we will have the real happiness. What is the real happiness? To become the Sachidananda. Lord is Sachidananda. And then to connect with him, that person also, he becomes the same way. And Lord Krishna, he describes in the Bhagavad Gita, those who are, he talks about the Gyanis, that in 4 devotees, that he, those who knows him through the knowledge, they become as good as like him. So it means it is fully refute to those who thinks that demigod are independent from the Lord Vishnu or Krishna. And then to propagate the consciousness of Krishna, it is revealed in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam, his teachings was based on the Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So to know about the Krishna. And that's why he has created the International Society for the Krishna Consciousness. And that came, I think, Rupa Goswami, he has given Sanskrit word. I forgot the name of the Sanskrit word. So from there, Srila Prabhupada, he took the Krishna consciousness. Some bhavana mrit. And then three, to bring the members of society together with each other and nearer to Krishna, the prime entities, thus to develop the idea within the members and humanity at large, and each soul is part and parcel of the quality of God, means Krishna. We are part and parcel of the Krishna, and our duty is to serve to the Krishna and to bring near to him. And that's why the purpose of ISKCON is to bring closer to the Krishna. And then also to bring close member, so that member can practice together, not like a gossiping and become envious to bring this problem, that problem, and then create a havoc in the society itself. It is not for that purpose. It is for to practice the Krishna consciousness, serve. And those who are serving to the Krishna, don't interrupt to them, don't disturb to them also. Most of us, we have the inverse mentality. If someone is trying to serve to the Krishna properly, let us pull their leg. It is not for that purpose. We should become very happy if someone is trying to his or her capacity, then we should become really happy. The Krishna consciousness is a real happy moment. Sri Prabhupada told that. If someone is not happy, it means there is some chanting and hearing is wrong going on. If someone is talking about nonsense about some other person, it means that person has not practicing properly. That's what I do feel it. If someone is engaging properly, tongues and ear, then he will not see any fault or anything in anywhere. So we should try to focus. Yeah, there is some problem may come up, and then it is important to address that problem to the authority, not to create a problem. So association means proper association, to become Krishna consciousness, not to become the gossiping place. So this place is to practice for the Krishna and Krishna consciousness, and how to serve to the Krishna. It is related to that. And to bring the members of the society together, okay, to teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the Lord, of the holy name of God, as revealed in the teaching of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, because this is the Sankirtan movement is the Yuga Dharma, and that's why he is also mentioned here. It is important and very important. Our each activity is based on the chanting only. How the Srila Prabhupada, he has the purpose of the ISKCON related to the fully to the Krishna consciousness. So I will stop here, and then if any questions are coming, please feel free to ask, or any corrections also. Okay, if no question, then I will read the all seven purpose of the ISKCON. To teach and encourage the Sankirtan, okay, already I talked. To erect for the members and for society at large a holy place of transcendental pastime dedicated to the personality of Krishna. This is also fully Krishna service. To bring the members closer together for the purpose of teaching a simpler and more natural way of life. I am guessing maybe it is related to the Varnashram Dharma. Maybe Jiva Mataji or Pyari Prabhu can correct to me also. With a view towards achieving the aforementioned purpose, to publish and distribute periodical, magazines, books, and other writings. So Brihad Mridanga Transcendental distribution ki jai. So he's encouraging again to print and publish it. That has given instruction by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So nothing is related to his any personal agenda. Everything is related to the Krishna service. Guru and Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any comment? So we will end here.
I just want to thank you. It's so nice to hear the 7 purposes, the mission statement to remind us, what our mission is, and to hear the English of the samsara prayers, to remind us what we're singing. It's so nice to hear the English every now and then. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. I was thinking the same way. What you are doing, because it was really touching to the heart to read the translation, because we are used to, and then we to go with the flow and then forget the real essence. That especially for me, I'm talking about myself.
And especially if we don't know what all the Sanskrit words mean, so
yeah.
It's good to reaffirm it in our native language. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, can you explain the meaning, if it is possible, that to bring the members closer together for the purpose of teaching simpler and more natural way of life? So it is related to Varnashram or something else? Just I wanted to get clarification for myself.
I could only speculate. I don't know. It could mean so many things.
Yeah.
Even our temples, we come together and the life is focused on Krishna, and automatically that makes it a simpler way of life. But perhaps, it could mean so many things. Simple living, high thinking. He did, test the farm communities are, broadcasting that, Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It can be every meaning, I think. You are right.
Yeah. Ishavasya principle, everything belongs to Krishna, and take what we need, and what's given to us as our quota. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
So we will end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo ananta koti vaishnava ki jagat guru Srila Prabhupada ki Srimad Bhagavatam ki
jai, Ramananda Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.